Hello there, Lynx here and welcome to A Simple Note, a game from itch.io. Because lately I've only been uploading Yumina v Ethereal, right? And I actually, thanks to the weekend, have enough to upload for the next 5 days. So I decided to end the weekend with one small game that I also can include. And once in a while I might be able now to, thanks to that I guess, put out more than one game from time to time. Unless I finish the game, start the next one, and then I can also, you know, get more than one video a day. But yeah, lately it's been only Yumina, but busy. Anyway, this game has partial voiceover, but I decided to go mute on it because it's like, you know, entire line is not being said. It's like hi and that's it, right? So it kind of bothers me. So yeah, it's like I don't feel comfortable with it, basically. Like, she said something, but she was supposed to say something more, but she doesn't actually. I don't know. We'll voice it on our own entirely. Let's go. A Simple Note. I remember when I first met her. Also, actually, the main character, I believe, is a girl. So, but inner thoughts I will read like my own voice, like always. Anyway, I immediately knew she was a new student. Even if she had looked familiar, the fish out of water look she was giving everything practically advertised her newbie status. I felt bad for her. Starting new school in the middle of the year is always hard. I decided to reach out. Unfortunately, not all of us made the decision to put our best foot forward. I first noticed her when I was parking my bike. Bicycle parking, okay. She was frowning at a piece of paper. She kept looking at students passing by, but never spoke to them. Okay, actually I will show you that partial voiceover, why not? Let's go. Hey. See, that's what I was talking about. And I don't know, it's like better like this, I think. I think that's us. So yeah. Hi, are you lost? Huh? I was wondering if you needed any help. You look a little confused. That's obvious, huh? I didn't mean it like that. You're just not familiar. Yeah, you aren't either. Anyway, I'm Molly. Olivia, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. What grade are you in? I'm a junior, and I'm in Mrs. Goldblum's class, apparently. She pointed at the paper. Room 119. I have no idea what building that would be. I'd be happy to show you. That's my homeroom too. Hey. I suppose I'm lucky to have met you then. As we walk through the hallway, two girls are walking in our direction. However, one of them is walking backwards and bumps directly into Olivia. Hey, watch where you're going. I'm so sorry. Seriously, Sam, you bumped into her. She takes a step forward towards me. Hey, that was not the female voice, but whatever. Let me give you some advice, Molly. Don't piss me off this early in the morning. I rolled my eyes. Yeah, you'll be okay. I could slap you. Just then the girl that Sam had been walking with cleared her throat. And I'm just wondering, this is really necessary. I'm busy, Sam. I needed your help. Yeah, whatever. I need this. Let's go, Adriana. Sam stalks away without acknowledging either one of us. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, I can't believe she'd treat a new girl like that. Yeah, that was so not cool. I don't care about what she said to me, but who threatens to hit people? Adriana sighs. Huh. Some does, but she typically doesn't mean it. Anyway, nice to meet ya. Yeah. See you later. With that, she walks away. What the hell is wrong with those two? Are they always like... are they always like that? No, Adriana is actually very sweet. But I wonder what's wrong with her to be able to tolerate some... love. I don't know. That's good. I wasn't sure what she really meant when she said it was nice to meet me. Meet me. That it was nice to meet you. Don't worry, she's genuine. Okay, thanks. I hope I didn't cause any trouble for you. Nah, Sam always threatens me. She hasn't hit me since middle school fall. So she did in... that's a bit problematic. She hit you. Well, back when we were 11, it's not a big deal to me these days. Wow. This school is exactly what they stereotype all female academies to be. Catty and more catty. It's not always this bad. Anyway, let's go to the class. As we journey towards the classroom, I do my best to take Olivia's mind off of what just happened. She doesn't seem to be to bite for, as she stays fairly quiet. I can't blame her, that certainly wasn't a positive omen of what is coming up in the future. She grows visibly uncomfortable when Sam and Adriana enter the classroom and take their seats directly behind Olivia's new desk. Wow. She turns around and looks at Sam, who smiles deviously. Hey, new girl. Olivia seems to take this as a friendly greeting and immediately loosens up. Hi, my name's Olivia. I'm sorry, we got off on the wrong foot. But Sam cuts her off. Whoa, chill. I didn't want to know your life story. I wasn't greeting you. I was addressing you to point out that I noticed you staring at me. How could she stare you? How could she stare at you? You were behind. Fine. Olivia immediately turns away and begins rummaging her book bag, making a show of ignoring Sam. As I'm debating of what to say, Adriana ends up addressing the issue. Really, Sam? Really? What? You need to stop showing up everyone who interacts with you. It's honestly annoying and pathetic. She didn't say that, unfortunately. Oh, shut up. It's not like I treat you that way. You can afford to. I'm your only friend at this point. I'm sorry, but the truth hurts. So maybe you can tone it down a bit. You're at like level 10. I knew you at level 2. Okay. That's better, thank you. My eyes widen. That was harsh. But if it works, it's okay. I've never seen Adriana get onto something like that. Adriana must have taken a liking to Olivia. What? No, nothing. Just thinking out loud here. Okay. I decided to take note of Olivia's exit strategy and begin looking for something in my book bag as well. After a while, Mrs. Goldblum arrives and class begins. It's as boring as ever. She doesn't even bother to introduce Olivia. When school is over, Olivia finds me at the bike track. Hey! Oh, hey! How was your first day? I'm not worried about it now that it's over. I guess that's one way to look at it. My parents dropped me off this morning, but I don't know how to get home from here. Huh? Where do you live? I'll give you directions. I live on Juniper Court. What a coincidence. No? Okay. Oh, I cut through there anyway. You want to go together? But your bike? I'll just push it. No big deal. Wait, why would you push it? Honestly, I used to bike back home. On a bike, obviously. And I would definitely not walk. You basically ride at a freaking walking pace. That's all there is to it. But why push it. What the hell? Anyway. If you're sure. Thank you. Look, I promised today was an exception. Things aren't usually that tense. That's a nice house, by the way. I'd rather not worry about it right now. I'm not at school, so it's not a problem. Although I will say that I think some students would be less uptight if boys were allowed to study there. You're probably right. Girls' only schools are so boring, no offense. I never wanted to come to one. I hope you don't mind me asking, but why did you transfer? My stupid dad got a new job. I miss my friends. I mean, if it's a better job, then I understand him. Or would I say family's decision? Anyway. Not that you aren't friend too. Okay, you know her for one day, it's fine. I can't help but laugh at how quickly she managed to fluster herself. No offense taken, I get what you mean. Oh, here's a street. Oh, you're right, this was a tiny walk. And my new house is just as tiny, it looks like all the other ones too. What? What are you talking about? I mean, looks good. What are the odds of me walking to someone else's home and scaring them? Hopefully slim. Just check your house number. Right. As we walk further in the street, she points out her home. Oh, that's me. Mine. Alright, see you later. Yeah, oh, thanks for today. No problem. She begins to walk away, but then pauses. You okay? Without saying anything, she quickly pulls me into a hug and then releases me. Wow. She nods as if she has completed an important task. Yeah, okay, I'm fine. See you tomorrow. Okay, bye. She seemed so optimistic. I mean, a bitter person certainly isn't going to hug someone that they just met. But I was wrong. I had no idea what was in the store. The next day, as I'm walking through the hallway, I hear something unexpected. What the hell is this? Haha. Most of the girls quickly move away from Sam, but I find my curiosity leading me towards her locker, which her face is buried in. Are you okay? Do I look okay to you? She slams... Whoa, that was loud. She slams her fist into the metal, causing me to jump. What's wrong? She shows a piece of paper in my hand. I unfold it and gasp. In the middle of the page, there are two typed words. Kill yourself. Ow? Oh my god, that's horrible! I'm going to find who did this. We should show this to a teacher. What? I'm not a snitch. Show this to the teacher. I mean, they won't do anything, but... She snatches the paperback from me and jumps it in her bag. Okay, I know you don't want to tell, but that is serious. No, it's not. I'm sure of people feel this way. Like Adriana said, I only have one friend left anyway. Sam. In an instant, her demeanor returns to her usual anger. But this coward doesn't have the courage to say how she feels to my face. Well, you are intimidating. So imagine how scared I'll be when I fight a person. Without further words, she stalks away. A heavy air follows her. I stand, eyes wide, struggling to process what just happened. Sure, some can be a bully, but telling someone to kill themselves? That's going too far. That really is going too far. Sitting in a class, I hear Adriana and Sam whispering fervently about what happened. That is so messed up, Sam. Did you notice anyone around my locker this morning? Sam, I got here after you did. Who would I have seen? Shut. You're right. I don't think anyone's going to tell me if they saw anything. Olivia turns to me confused. What are they talking about? It's a mess. Someone wrote Sam a really nasty note. Oh, really? Hey! Shut up, don't talk to my about my business. I was just asking. Well, don't. Come on, Sam. Don't take it down on her. She didn't do anything. She's talking about me. You. Are you crazy or something? Back off. What? I don't know what your problem is with me. Problem with me is, but you need to get over it. I've done nothing to you, and all you've done is treat me like shite. You seriously need to get over yourself. Sam stares at her, mouth open. Adriana and I are equally shocked. Hey, Olivia. No. I'm not dealing with this. Look, Sam, I don't want to be here. I want to be at my old school instead of sitting with a bunch of strangers and in front of the biggest asshole I know. Okay, Olivia, can you knock it off? Olivia pauses for a moment, but cuts one last glare at Sam before turning back around in her desk. I can see why you'd get a hey mail. She flips her hair over her shoulder and sighs, signifying that she is done speaking with Sam. Excuse me? Tears in her eyes, Sam quickly leaves the room. Oh, damn it. Look, Olivia, I know Sam isn't a nice person, but putting more tension between the two of you probably is going to help things, you know. Let someone else handle it. Oh, right, because you did such a good job defending me yesterday. She totally stopped, didn't she? Just offering someone fight. Better go after her, or else she's not going to come back to class. Yikes. After a while, Sam and Adriana return to class, but it is after Mrs. Goldblum had already arrived. She chides them and then continues with her lessons. The day seems to stretch on endlessly. When the final bell rings, Sam is the first to leave. But when Olivia and I walk through the hallway together, Sam comes stomping up to us. You! She jabs her finger at Olivia. It's you, isn't it? What's me? You're the one leaving the notes. They started when you got here. I've only been here for 2 days. I don't even know where your locker would be. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. I mean, she didn't even know how to find her classroom yesterday. I'm all for help you find who did this, but I think it's important to have evidence first. Sam stares at me and then looks at Olivia. Yeah, well, I'm watching you. Anyway, she stomps away in a style that seems to be becoming a habit. God, I can't believe she'd accuse me like that. I'm a little taken aback too. Wait a minute, something isn't adding up here. I actually don't remember if we mentioned that. I mean, technically, if someone leaves someone a note, ain't it obvious that it would be in the locker, if there are lockers in the school? I mean, to be fair, that was not possible to be done in at my school, really. At any of my schools. Because we didn't have lockers. Should we attack the locker part, or that there is more than one note? I mean, I'm kind of suspicious of her because who? I mean, unless it couldn't be Adriana, right? How did you know there was a letter? Let's go with that option, whatever. Olivia, this might be a weird question, but did I tell you that Sam found a note in her locker? You didn't need to. It being in the locker is obvious. That's where everyone leaves notes. See, told you. Wait, don't tell me that you think I did it. No, I don't. Okay. No, that's not what I meant. But that's why you ask, isn't it? Whatever, that's for that. I'm going home. No, that's true. I mean, let's go with this one. She said there were notes, not a note, but multiple ones. Honestly, at this point, I'm not surprised. What? She's so aggressive. I'm not surprised that a lot of people hate her. Do you have to be blunt, so blunt about it? Yeah, because she deserves it. I stared at her silently. Is she right to suspect you? Are you serious? Come on! I didn't even leave the classroom today. You've been with me at lunch. What? When would I have put the note in her locker? Which again, I say, I don't even know where her locker is. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. It's fine. I understand. Anyway, I should get going. I have to stop by my dad's office, so I'm going to a different way today. See you tomorrow. She smiled softly before leaving me standing alone. Why do I feel so bad? The next day, I found myself parking my bike at the same time Adriana is locking hers. Morning! Morning, how are you? I'm fine! I smiled at her and began rummaging through my backpack for my bike lock. Oh, man. In this case, you are lucky if you end up with someone you know at the bike parking. You just lock with the other person. 2 bikes, right? It's how it's done. See, I done some biking at school, okay? And did I forget one of those? I might have forgotten a lock once. Or it broke one, or I forgot the key or something like that, whatever, right? But yeah. Anyway. What's wrong? I think I left my bike lock at home. No, actually, I would never forgot a lock, actually, because I had it on the bike. But I would forget the key, yeah. Anyway. That's no problem. Just put your bike close to mine and I'll lock them together. My chain's long enough. She knows what she's doing. Really? Thanks. As Adriana is spinning the lock in place, Sam comes running up to us. Adriana, come with me. What? Where are we going? To my locker. I want to see if there's sound on the note. Oh, okay. Let's go. As Sam walks away, Adriana's gaze pouts on me. Huh? She shrugs at me and then trails behind Sam. Although she didn't invite me, I am tempted to come along. Should I follow them? Hell yeah! I mean, we just go to school, right? Yeah. No! Wrong choice. No. Oh, okay. Correct choice, yeah. My curiosity overcomes me, and I find myself jogging to catch up with them. I'm just saying. 2 notes after she arrives. Yeah, but maybe someone else was just waiting for the opportunity. That's what I would do. What you would do? Well, I just... hey, Molly! Great, she's using me as a distraction. Hey, do you mind if I come to... Sure, no problem. I'm sure you'd love to watch your bully gets bullied. To be honest, no. I think it's pathetic when you do it. I think it's pathetic when they do it. Actually, I'm curious to know who it is. I wonder what you did to that person. Why do you assume that I did something? Suddenly, Adriana burst into laughter. You're joking, right? You didn't honestly expect to be able to treat people this badly forever, did you? I'm sorry, but this was bound to happen. Okay, that was harsh. Do you disagree? No, but I wouldn't have said it like that. I would have suggested, maybe being more benevolent in the future to others, since you know how it feels now, Sam. I'd never tell anyone this kind of stuff. Sam's nervousness is palpable as we walk further down the hallway. If there's a note, you don't have to read it. I do! I don't know how to explain, but I do. I have to know what it says. I tried to ignore the second one. I didn't want to open it. But I was so stressed that way. Not knowing makes it worse. What did the other one say, by the way? God damn it. I see. She stops at the locker, swallowing nervously. I must admit that seeing her so visibly bothered was in itself alarming. Sam has never been the type to show an emotion that one may view as vulnerability. Yeah, I mean, surprisingly enough, bullies have some vulnerabilities as well. If you find them. Yeah. Anyway, however, when the locker door swings open, a note flutters to the linoleum floor. The three of us look at it, but Adriana is the one who bends down to pick it up. Do you want me to? Yeah. Soon after, she unfolds the paper. The color drains from her face. I'm starting to wonder who this is myself. What does it say? Just more of the same. Don't worry about it, Sam. Don't tell me what to worry about. Give me the note. Why? Are you going to do what it says? Well, I don't even know what it says, so why don't you give it to me? Pass. Pass. Yeah, pass. Without further hesitation, she rips the paper in half. Oh my, what the hell is wrong with you? You're an idiot. No, I'm not. Excuse me for wanting to protect you. It's at this point my eyes fall into the depths of the locker. There's a second piece of paper folded on top. However, those two are too busy bickering to notice me. Guys, you act like you're my babysitter, like being my friend requires so much work from you. Sometimes it does because you're out of control. Guys! What? They both glare at me. There is another note in the locker? What? She immediately snatches the red sheet of paper from the top shelf of her locker. Oh my god. Her hands shake as she begins to read the note out loud. You fail to follow the most simple of instructions. How is that you can harm others physically but cannot manage to cut your own wrists? Oh my god, stop reading it. I snatch the note from her hands. I can't believe there's someone screwed up enough to write this. Maybe we can match their handwriting and find out who it is. I'm going to go home early today. Sam! I'm fine. I'm just not feeling well. Okay, don't do anything stupid. I hope you'll be alright. Okay, Adriana, let's go after her. When I get to class, Olivia is dozing off in her desk. It's her, okay? It's her. Late night? I'm just not a morning person. I'm sorry about yesterday. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm too tired to be upset anyways. Just then, Adriana comes busting into the room, holding papers in her hand. It's multiple people! What? Multiple people are leaving the notes for Sam! For real? Yeah, look! She slams down a ripped piece of white paper on the desk and then unfolds a red letter. The first person timed their message because they didn't want their handwriting to be identified. The second person didn't care. They just wrote on a piece of scrap paper and put it in her locker. Oh. This is a group effort or something. It's catching on. Actually... At this point, the other students are listening in and chattering about Sam's letters. To my surprise, it sounds like some of them are happy to hear about those incidents. Well, maybe you should keep it down a little, okay? Olivia glanced around the room and then says loudly, yeah, you don't want everyone else piling on. You totally raise your voice, you bitch. Don't give them ideas. Just so you guys know. Adriana projects her announcement to the other students in class, pointing at the lot of them. If I found out you're on this, I'll become worse than Sam. Nice. Why? Because we defended ourselves for once. That's not defending yourself, you piece of shit. Yeah, she's been horrible this whole time. Maybe if we bother her enough, she'll transfer. What the fuck? I'm horrified to find so many students murmuring an agreement. This is not standing up for yourself. Pathetic. Uh, why is there no option then? How about you stand up for yourself like... I wanted to say like a man, but those are girls. All girls, right? But then again, stand up in a proper way and not like this. This is a pathetic way, not gonna lie. Let's go first one, whatever. If everyone was so miserable, why didn't anyone say anything, huh? We have teachers for this. I would have defended you. Anyway.
You can defend everyone, Molly. She even beat you up in middle school.
It was middle school, bitch. Well, yeah, but if enough of us had stood up back then.
Looks to me like people are standing up now.
No, they are not. They're fucking pathetic in this way. After school, I found myself heading in a different direction than I usually do. Oh, come on, Molly, you know you're being dumb. As hard as I am unable to stop myself. Good. You haven't been to her place since elementary school. Ooh. Despite my trepidation, I found myself at the apartment Sam used to live at. I knock on the door, and to my surprise, Sam appears. What you doing here? So you do still live here. Good.
Yeah.
I never said that I moved. What do you want? I figured out a way to know who is leaving those notes in your locker. Really? Yeah. I'm going to connect a webcam to an external battery and link it to the school's Wi-Fi. You lost me. I'm going to hide the camera and record whoever's leaving those notes in your locker. Oh. That sounds good. I mean, great. I don't know why you're doing this, but thank you. You're welcome. But I need you to promise me something. Oh, the catch. You've got to start treating people better if I do this. Really? Is that such a hard thing to ask?
No, I'm shocked that's all you want.
It's what we all want. She looks at me for a moment, eyes searching my face. Deal. Great. I'll go pick one up at the store now. See you tomorrow. Don't pick up the type that use at the stores, banks, and so on. They have shit quality. Anyway, yeah, you too. As I turn around to leave, she calls for me. Molly. Thank you so much. You're welcome. In a way, I regret helping Sam. Why? What we found wasn't easy. Everything snowballed so quickly. What do you mean? The next day, things really started falling apart. I find Sam curled in a ball outside the school near the bike racks. I ran to her and pulled her to her feet. She's been crying. Sam, what's going on? Has there been another note? I don't know. There's a website now. Wow. What? Someone made forums about how terrible I am. There's a lot of members, even though it was just made last night. She hands me her smartphone. In horror, I scroll through pages of students at our school trashing her. There are even photos from her social media pages that have been edited and mocked. Well, if it makes you feel better, I'm about to set up the webcam. Don't come with me, for people will definitely suspect something if you're there. Okay. Although I feel bad for leaving her alone, I know that there is nothing else I can do for her. When I get to Sam's locker, the hallway is surprisingly empty. Then again, now that I think about it, should I be saying this or not? Then again, I mean, I feel like the approach of guys and girls to a situation like that is different. Basically, with guys, it depends. Some of them probably do not react to bullying at all. The others would stand up, right? With girls, I have no idea. I feel like it would not be like that. And eventually, well, something like that maybe would happen. Which is a crappy attempt, not gonna lie. Like, go with it head on instead of crappy things like that. Anyway, when I then again, I mean, the best thing would be no one tried bullying, right? That would be the best. But yeah, anyway, when I get to Sam's locker, the hallway is surprisingly empty. This works out in my favor, as I'm able to scope out a perfect hiding place for the webcam without strange looks. After a few minutes, the hallways begin to fill up. I check the webcam's feed on my smartphone and smile. The picture is clear and showing me in lifetime what is happening. Throughout my classes, I'm also checking the camera's feed. Typically, no one is even in the frame. But when I checked one last time, oh my god! Seeing her on camera, I jump out of my seat, despite the teacher's demands that I sit down and begin running down the hallway. I hear Sam running after me, calling for me to wait. Adriana sees us running towards her, but stands planted in front of Sam's locker. I can't believe it's been you. Adriana. I know it would be get out of this head like this. I put the first note in, just the first one. The first one told me to kill myself. They all did. I know, I don't think you take it seriously. You were just getting so out of control, so crazy. I thought if I took one hard hit, you'd stun it down. I had no idea other people would pile on. Hey, I was correct that it might have been her. Crazy. Okay, don't act sorry. I just saw you put in her note in her locker. I set up a webcam and caught you on film. It's a confession. Open the locker if you don't believe me. I couldn't tell you to your face. I'm sorry. I had no idea that other people would join in. You pretended like you didn't know. What I don't get is why you pretended to want to solve this. Why do you act like you want to know who did it? I do want to know who else is bullying her. Like I said, I just did the road note. The road note? What? I thought if I made her feel bad, she'd stop bullying others. And as horrible as it is, I didn't want you to suspect me. I never wanted to know it was me. I knew that would hurt more than necessary. She bites her lip as if she's holding back tears. I'm sorry. I regret everything. It was just a simple note. Title. I didn't know it was going to end up like this. That it was going to catch on. Sam, I'm so sorry. She was truly sorry. When news of this came to the principal, Adriana was expelled. Unfortunately, others did not let up on Sam. Some of them even blamed her for Adriana's punishment. Wow, what a piece of shit. But the notes kept coming. Some even stopped using her locker, but they just get put in her desk. The online madness continued as well. When one website was removed, some other student would remake it. It went on for weeks before Sam was withdrawn from school. I went to visit her, but she's apparently moved. Her phone number changed. All of her social media has been removed. I can't stop thinking about how it was something so small. Just a simple note. One piece of paper exploded and ruined a life. One person changed it all. Holy... Oh, Kevin McLeod! Holy crap. That's all I have to say about this. Like... Please, don't bully anyone. Boom. Lynx solved the case. Bullying has ended. I wish it was that easy. Uncle Mugen as well. Damn, so many nose pay. Yeah. Oh yeah, now that I think about it, it's Sam on the main screen. Interesting. And Adriana on the left. It was an interesting story, not gonna lie. And definitely a hard topic. And it sucks to see if something like that actually takes place in real life, right? Then again, I mean, I said it before, like, if bullying happens, you have to stand up to it. And I believe, at least, that's usually when it stops, at least when it comes to your person, right? I don't know, man. I mean, I think in my schools there was no bullying, to be honest. I don't know. At least in my classes, that's for sure. Otherwise, no. I mean, I think I had this luck to be in great environment, basically. Anyway, that was a simple note. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was a little bit of a hard topic, but I think it's a good addition to Yumina, which is a bit... I mean, it has interesting story, and it is a crazy story, but as I said, it has some craziness. This is a little bit of a harder topic to think about. I didn't know this game was about it, and yeah. Anyway, as I said, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope to see you tomorrow. I don't know, probably not in a different game, but Yumina will be there for sure, so feel free to drop by. A lot of crazy things are happening right now. I think when... Wait, which episode am I uploading tomorrow? Of Yumina. Yeah, some crazy things will start to happening there, so... If you haven't watched it, or you didn't know that I'm playing it, feel free to drop there, and yeah. Bye-bye. Why am I saying it quietly always, I wonder? I don't know. Bye-bye.